Divine Loves. It's your Mystic Messenger, and I am here with, I'm about to say a reading, but we know this ain't my channel that I read on. When I say my glasses is so fucking foggy, I don't even think I can see. And then, I don't know what is going on here with the glare. This shit irritating that nigga. Hold on, y'all. Okay, my loves. So, we know this is not my glass, I think. Oh, yeah, it was because I had to pull my camera back. Hair a little nappy. Yo, it's time for me. I ain't getting my hair cut because I'm growing my locks back, so I'm not getting the cuts. But I like to cleanse my energy because I just do. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm not trying to do no tarot, no readings or nothing. I just like to cleanse my energy when I'm talking. Just clear space, you know. But in the midst of that, what we talking about today? We talking about hard conversations. We talking about them things that let you know where a person really stand with you. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Yes, I like to clean. So, my Most High God, ancestors, and archangels in the highest bright light, please come down and assist me while I speak on certain subjects and give me the right words and things to say to assist me in this message. Clear my mind chakra, my throat chakra, and my heart chakra so that I give clear, precise, divine messaging. I love that. Okay? Let's see it, yeah. I need to see the smoke. No, for real though. And just a little sound, healing, and cleansing. Bring in Holy Spirit with us, okay? This should make my body feel good, y'all. Sorry, it's my little thing, okay? My channel, my way. You know what I'm saying? So I can do things that make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Having things that's yours that make you feel good, no matter how somebody else view it. If they think it's, let me tell you something. I feel like a few messages about to come out today. The overall conversation is about hard things, but this is a part of it. Even if what feel good to your soul might be it, what I'm saying is nothing that you ever want to do is crazy or stupid or out of the ordinary. It's just out of ordinary to people that don't think like you, which is perfectly fine. You got your brain and they got theirs. Just because somebody else don't think what you want to do is high status or like the America's norm don't mean that you shouldn't do it. I don't care what it is. If you passionate about it, do it. Fuck what people say. Fuck what people think. Because if they spent as much time thinking about themselves as they did thinking about when, why, and where you at, they could be somewhere. This is just real raw ass shit. This is the truth. People, misery love company is really a thing. And when people say that, you know, people just say it just to say it because it's a saying. But when you think about it, misery really love company. People be so miserable in their life, in order for them to even feel like they kind of see some type of light in their day, it's speaking on somebody else. It's shying away from them things that they need to heal and work on and speaking on somebody else and why they doing this, and that. But you're a hypocrite. You're judging them on why they doing this, and that. But you ain't asked yourself why you doing that, and that either. You feel what I'm saying? So people just, have misplaced energy. Placing it in the wrong people, places, and things that don't have shit to do with them. You need to worry about your own path. The path is you. the path you looking for, the things you seeking, it all has to start and end with you. This is point blank period. This is the biggest step that everybody miss. You out here worried about Tom, Dick, and Harry and them, and at the same time, you should be spending that much time discovering who you are at the core, not at the shell. The shell is the body, the outside. The core is the inside. You need to go inward with it. Take it in first. You bring it in, and then you bring it out. You bring it in, and then you bring it out like a breath. You take it in first, and then you release it. When you breathe, you don't breathe out, and then take it in. You breathe, and you let it out. You breathe in peace, and you let out bullshit. Literally. But at the end of the day, for real, y'all, I'm just saying, like, people spend way too much time outside the shell, never knowing who they is at the core. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure this ain't my kid. But yeah, I feel like, people spend too much time hovering the shell and not getting to know their inner self. And this is why we continue broken curses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Following in our ancestors' footsteps. Instead of breaking curses, we following the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Instead of stopping patterns, we showing people how to continue, like how to mirror the pattern. Like, stop that. Stop that. Learn who you are. How could you ever really know yourself if you don't even take no time with yourself, by yourself, in your own energy? Just figuring out who you are, what you like, outside of other people's opinion. Hold on. But, we spend too much time. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. My kids keep coming and little interruptions, so I might have, kind of forgot where I was at, but I think I was saying something about, discovering you, spending time with you. Like, date your damn self. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I have messages, I wouldn't call them rambling on, but I be having so many different topics, and I be trying to, not talk about 1,000 things at one time, but it literally just, when I get to talking, it just get to leaking out, because it's just like, at the end of the day, and it all still tie into hard conversations, because that was the overall energy, is trying to tell people that you need to learn that in the beginning of any relationship, anything where you interacting with another person, be it a friendship, a romantic ship, a business ship, whatever, y'all need to be able to have hard conversations where each of y'all can feel, I'm going to say uneasy, but I ain't trying to say that. I'm trying to say, not uneasy, uncomfortable. That's what I was trying to say. Uncomfortable. So y'all need to be able to have conversations that y'all both could possibly feel uncomfortable, but y'all both mature enough to understand constructive criticism and somebody telling you something because they love and respect you versus somebody telling you something and gaslighting you and love bombing you. You know what I'm saying? We don't want none of that. So that's why I'm saying, my conversation be all over, because one thing about relationships that I learned is all that jumping in and out of relationships. If you a person that jumps in and out of relationships, you do have a serious problem on your hands. And you're going to accumulate a lot of fucking karma. Do you understand me? From all that jumping in and out. Because you're not healing. You're not getting to know yourself. You're not understanding the lesson. When them quick relationships happen, you need to ask yourself, why do I feel like I must be in a relationship? What is it that I'm looking for that I keep jumping head first into different multiple relationships? You gotta stop. It gotta come a day that you just doing shit that you just want to know why. And if you don't have that day, or if your mind don't work like that, I'm not saying that you less than somebody else. I'm just saying that's something you need to look into, because how could you keep just doing things a certain way for so long without wanting to know why you keep making these choices? Like, literally. At the end of the day, I never speak on things that I haven't been through. I only talk about stuff that I've been through so that I can give the correct advice or wisdom towards it. I'm not going to talk about something that I can't relate to. That's dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, I don't know who be doing it and why would they be doing it, but I'm not about to come on and be like, oh, I want to talk about this knowing damn well I know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But that quick relationship shit, that karmic cycle shit, that path is you, like this channel, that shit, oh, I know it very well from my own experiences. I didn't have a lot of relationships in my life. Like, literally, I'm 36 years old. I'll be 37 this year. I had 3 relationships that I would say was real relationships. I had other situationships and people that I dated and talked to and whatever the fuck. But 3 real relationships, like, we together. It ain't no situationship. It ain't no, we just like each other and, we got whatever we got going on. No. Real relationships, like we was together. Like, we was a couple. And, the first one was with my baby father, my daughter's dad. And we was together on and off for like 7.5 years. From like 13, 14 to like 21. And then when we broke up, I needed some time to just figure me out. So I wasn't in a relationship for like 10 years. Like, literally. It might have even been longer than that. It was about 10, 11 years, 12. Because, like, when I got in my second relationship, my daughter had to be like 13, 14, 12, 13, 14, something like that. So, and then that relationship happened too fast. And then the next one after him happened even faster. And when I realized that I got out of a relationship, I wasn't even out of the relationship with my first ex before I got with the next one. It literally was like a little 2-week period. Like, I can't make this shit up. Like, me and my ex broke up like about December 9th. I had been met the next person that I dated. I had been met him on Instagram, and like he was trying to like inbox me and talk with me and all of that, but I'm like, I'm brushing him off because at the time I was still with my first ex. So I'm gonna just say J and M because I don't want to be, I ain't spoken about, I ain't putting nobody business, whatever. So J is the first, M is the second. So I was with Jay first, and I was with him for 8 months, and then we broke up. We broke up. We had went through kind of a lot. At the end of the relationship, right before we broke up, I got pregnant, and I'm just like, oh no, God, I'm sorry, I can't have no baby right now. I'm like too stressed. No, I'm not doing this. So I didn't have the baby, and then around like December 9th, when I broke up with him, like that day, the same day that I was going to get my abortion. I broke up with him, and then he didn't want to help me pay for the abortion. Like, he was all like, I didn't say that I didn't want my baby. I'm about to help you pay for that. Okay, you're right. You right, but you're not about to dictate how my life is going. I'm going to do what's best for me. So I did what I had to do because I already had 5 kids. So I'm like, no. Then I had been met Mike, like, I said his name anyway. I been met him, and like, because he was trying to talk to me, but I'm like, I'm in a relationship, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I like brushed him off. So then after I broke up with Josh, me and Josh just broke up for about like 2 weeks, and he just on my heels, like, you know what I'm saying, inboxing and stuff like, dang, can I take you on a date? So we got to talking. We were talking on the phone every day. 2 weeks passed. That was the 9th of December. About December 24th was the first time that me and him chilled in person together. We chilled in person together. So like from the 9th, about the 9th of December to the 23rd of December. We talked on the phone probably like every day for 2 and 3 hours at a time, and all of the good cutesy things that made you think that this was about to be blissful and all of the things, right? So December 24th, I can never forget, was our first time. Well, December 23rd was our first, yeah, December 24th, technically, because he came and got me like at 12 o'clock at night, like literally. It was late. And I went over his house, and no, it wasn't no sexual stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. He didn't even try. I was surprised myself, real shit, not even gonna lie, because you know how men is. Like, not trying to be funny, but most men, if they trying to come get you at the late night, boy, you looking for something. You think you about to get a late night snack. But not here. So, anyway, he came, he picked me up, and we just really just kicked it. Like, he didn't want nothing from me, just conversation. We was just conversating, laying, cuddling, talking, and things like that. Boom. So then, after that day, I can't make this up, y'all. I didn't depart from that man till 16 months later. Okay? So, Christmas Eve, early in the morning, he took me home. I went home. I did my family thing, you know what I'm saying? Because my kids sleep kind of late, you know what I'm saying? So I got up early, went home. Me and my kids, we had Christmas when I used to celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate the shit no more. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You feel me? Listen, I'm at this point in my life, not to get off subject, but I'm at this big girl point in my life that I don't give a damn what you think. You, him, her, them, they, over there, I don't give a fuck. You know, because people always try to make all of these things while you don't do shit. Oh, people really don't celebrate holidays, or they really want to act Muslim or do this and do that just because they broke, or they don't want to. That ain't got shit to do with it. That shit dumb and stupid. And like literally, it don't stand for what it's supposed to stand for. I hate when stuff stand for one thing, but then at the same time, it's. I just don't like when stuff ain't really for the right cause. It's like people don't celebrate these holidays for whatever excuse me was the reason that they even created the shit. You feel me? Excuse me. It's more about keeping up with the Joneses and shit. Like, no. Like I've been told my kids 2 years ago that I wasn't celebrating Christmas. About 2-3 years ago. I literally been stopped celebrating Christmas, right? And then I feel like I was always getting forced into doing this shit anyway because all of the people around me, oh, what we making for Easter dinner or this dinner and that dinner. Didn't I just tell you motherfuckers I ain't celebrating this shit? And I'm still feeling like I'm forced to celebrate it. So, I'm done with it. After last year, I promise you, this year coming up, I would not. I'm going to have Kids Appreciation Day. And I will gift my kids with, a few things that they really want. And that's it for me. I ain't celebrating no holidays. I don't give a fuck what people feel. That's your business. Feel it over there, away from me, because I'm not doing it. But anyway, back on key. So we started talking that day. We spent that day together. And later on, after Christmas, I think I stayed home with my kids all day for Christmas. The next day, I probably seen them. We talking on the phone and shit. And then, no, it was probably like, it wasn't the next day. It was probably like a week. Because it was probably like 3-4 days. It was like 3-4 days. Because I went over my mom. I was at my mom's for Christmas. And I stayed at my mom for about 3 or 4 days. Because one of my pipes in my house, my water pipe had, did that happen after or before? I can't remember. Because one of my pipes in my house had bust all over my house because it was so cold. Oh, it was. So I was at my mom's house for like 3 or 4 days for the Christmas celebration, whatever. And then I went home. Thought I was about to stay at home, go home, open the door, pipe busted, water everywhere. So I ended up just cleaning up the water, and I had to go back to my mom's. And then I was at my mom's house for about like 3 or 4 days, for another 3 or 4 days before they came and fixed my pipes and everything, so I can go back home because we couldn't really hang out. So then we start hanging out. We together every day. The next thing you know, I'm just in a full-fledged relationship all over again. Bitch, did you breathe? Excuse my French, but bitch, did you breathe? And it's what people don't understand. So now I'm lightweight aggravated because at the end of the day, before we really broke up, we had a little argument about this because he was like, something about like me wanting him to be in a relationship. I said, Bucko, you wanted this relationship. I didn't want a relationship. I literally had just got out of a relationship and needed some time for me. He talking about, no, you said you want to be there. I said, Bucko, I don't forget shit. I literally was telling you my life story about things that I've been through and shit that I experienced. And here you go, love bombing. Because when I say the biggest love bomber, the biggest gaslighter, the biggest narcissist, literally. Oh, I just want to show you what it's like to have a good man, to love you, to be there for you and your kids, and and all that bullshit. You hear me? And here I go, falling victim. This was before I loved myself. I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I say I get down and dirty and vulnerable, I'm going to tell you some real ass shit. This was before I loved myself. I was very codependent, had abandonment wounds and issues, and I don't know what made me feel like I needed a relationship. So in my heart of heart though, when he's saying like he want a relationship, I'm in my head like, oh brother, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this because I just got out of a situation where I had to consider somebody at every fucking turn and I didn't have time to figure me out. But here I go again, falling for the bait. Now I'm in another situation I don't want to be in. This is the honest to God truth. I can't make this shit up. I'm sorry if it's heartbreaking. One day they see these videos and be like, what, this bitch? This is the truth. And the truth will set you free. Both relationships I never wanted to be in. Literally. This is the truth. The first one, Jay, he knew it. We talked about it. In the beginning, I didn't want to be in a relationship with him, but some traumatic stuff happened to him, and I felt bad, and then it went from there. And that's because I was in that people-pleasing energy at that time. You know what I'm saying? Always dedicated to people and what they want and what they need and all of these things. I can't even remember where I was at, but, like, I was in that people-pleasing energy and shit. And, like, look, given to everything outside of myself. I didn't have my own brain, like literally. I did. I'm not going to say I didn't have my own brain. I'm going to say that. Because even in my people-pleasing energy, a motherfucker know. If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it. That's something that I didn't, like, subject myself to so hard. Far as things. Like, participating in things I don't want to and shit like that. But something about them relationships, when I ain't want to be in them and I still was in them. Friendships, relationships, all the ships. Like literally. I was in friendships I didn't no longer want to be in. I had friendships that I wanted to be out of years ago. And I'm just now being out of them now. And it ain't even been fresh a year yet. You feel me? For some of them. You know what I'm saying? But I've been new probably 5-10 years ago that this shit needed to end. But when you codependent and have abandonment issues and you really don't know yourself and don't understand who you are and what you stand for, you will go for anything. If you don't stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. Literally. That's a true statement. Stand for something or fall for nothing. Yeah, that's what it is. Stand for something or fall for nothing. And that's what it was. Like, at the end of the day, I'm attaching myself to these people, places, and things that I know ain't serving me, but because of this, what I told myself to make it sound good was, oh, it's because I love and I want to help everybody. Bitch, it ain't your job. Bitch, it ain't your job to help everybody. Bitch, it ain't your job to save nobody. But I didn't know this then, right? Because guess what? The Most High God had to wrap his wings around me and pick me up and wake me up. He said, baby girl, Wake that ass up because you sleep. You hear me? And God woke me up. Then I realized I don't owe nobody shit. I owe myself. I owe myself the love. I owe myself to pour into me. I owe myself to ask myself, what do I want for me? What do it look like serving my damn self instead of depleting myself, pouring into all these people's empty ass cup, broken ass cup? Like literally, cups was empty or them bitches had hella cracks, so the water just seeping out slowly. And here I am with a bucket. I'm like this with the bucket, pouring, and the water just spilling all over the floor. I'm just pouring till my cup depleted. I want to go get one of them cups like that preacher did and show y'all how I look. You feel me? I was pouring like that. I'm just pouring buckets of water into people cracked ass cup, and it's just leaking all over the floor because guess what? They're not receiving it. Why? Because they cup is not whole. Do you get it? They cup is not whole. They cup has hella cracks. You might not be able to see these cracks at the surface, but when you see that water on the floor, you know where it came from, right? At the end of the day, if you know, you know. I'm using metaphors. Catch it if you catch it. If you don't, just stay along the path. You'll catch it over time. You know how I talk. But I'm pouring into all these people and shit. But guess what? Them last two relationships, they woke me up. They made me understand that I needed to choose me. I needed to love myself. And this is how I got to that conversation about hard conversations matter, because at the end of the day, it really ain't on them that I was in them relationships, because I should have been able to have that hard conversation. And even if it hurt their feelings or made them mad or whatever came of it, I wouldn't say I didn't have to care. I had to care about the way I presented. But I don't have to care that it affects you, that something that you want me to do is going to affect me in a major way. And I'm not willing to give that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my right. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that we need to make it a thing that it is okay to choose you. And even if you have to make people uncomfortable or if you have to hurt people's feelings to choose you, I'm sorry, baby. If it's me or you, it's me. Point blank, period. I am sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Okay? I'm sorry that you feel like I should be sorry for choosing myself, but I'm not. You feel what I'm saying? This is the time for this type of energy. You hear me? At the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you feel me? If we started from the beginning of these relationships, these friendships, these whatever ships, okay? Having these hard conversations, stating our feelings, taking constructive criticism, y'all work with me. I'm tongue tied a little bit. Taking constructive criticism and giving constructive criticism back, we probably could get somewhere. But the fact that hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I lightweight forgot where I was talking about, so I'm gonna just start talking about whatever I'm talking about till I click back in, because I keep having to check in on my kids and stuff. Whew, this is a lot when you're trying to do content creation and you have children, because like when you be talking, you be in the moment, then you gotta pause, you gotta go out and you talking about a whole host of other things. You didn't forgot what you was talking about on the channel. So I think I was saying like, I hate this. Hold on, y'all. Let me breathe for a second. Ooh, this air feels good. I'm one of them. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to take care of me. I probably was talking about something like that. But anyway, I was saying like, you got to be able to have them hard conversations when you dealing with people. Like at the end of the day, a friendship. But the thing is, I feel like the key to this, where we can make it more like normalize these hard conversations, is making sure that when you become friends with people, You talk about that hard stuff in the beginning. Don't wait till you've been friends with somebody for 10 years and now you want to say speak on a hard topic or like say something that's constructive criticism and you ain't never gave constructive criticism. So now they looking at you like, oh, you trying to be funny. Or you slick in competition with me or something like that. No, that's not the case. I've been felt this way. But I probably was one of them people that don't like to make people feel uncomfortable, so I ain't talking, so I ain't say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to seem like I'm being mean or I'm always thinking before I speak, but it's good, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of things. Because it is good to think before you speak, so you don't say anything the wrong way. But sometimes thinking before you speak will have you not speaking your truth either or not speaking up for yourself because you would be thinking so hard that you end up not saying what you needed to say. I was one of them people, excuse me. I got my window open, but I need this little air. Lay this shit down. Way. But at the end of the day, let's normalize like when you first get friends with somebody, you know, let's talk about it. Like how do you take in constructive criticism? Like when we be having these conversations, we be talking about the bare minimum. Like literally. Not we I don't know how to say it. I'm speaking in general from what I know personally for me. Like not now, not this time in my life, but like this is what I grew from. I'm not saying that that's how you or whoever watching this is. I'm not saying that's what you accept, but this is for people who resonate with what I'm talking about. Like I'm on my healing journey. I'm consistently healing. I don't feel like, I'm not saying that I feel like I'm not broken right now. I'm completely whole on my own, meaning that when I say completely whole, I don't feel like I need to be attached to nobody else to have a sense of love or care. I love myself. I'm attracted to myself. I'm in love with me. And I don't need no other person attached to me to define the love for me. So I'm whole within me. So, but I'm telling you, for me, I feel like I'm a consistently heal till I die. I don't feel like I would just never be at a point in my life where I'm just completely healed and I don't feel like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it will be. I just don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just walking the journey and figuring it out as I go. So, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I feel like you can always evolve and heal and grow. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'll probably come a point in my life where I feel like I'm very much more healed. So I don't probably see as much or need as much as the next person per se in the healing department. But I'm going to always grow and evolve till I die, literally. I'm growing every day. I'm growing by the second. I can't make this shit up. Do you hear me? I'm growing by the second because I like to zoom in on different things and, you know, figure it out or get some insight from it or ask questions about like how can it grow me? What am I going to learn from this? And I'm in that place in my life. Even like now versus when I was younger or like I'm gonna say, I'm 36. Let me see. I started talking to Mike when I was in 22. It was 26. 4 years ago. So 4 years ago I would have been 32. So I was like 32. So yeah. 32, 35. Okay, so yeah. So I was like 32 when I really start caring about these things and like my healing and understanding the spiritual journey. And I was 32 years old. So that was literally only 4 years ago. So I've been on my healing journey with myself for the past 4 years. And when I was younger, from like whatever age to 32, I didn't ask these type of questions. They wasn't even a thought in my mind. This is honest. So I'm like, damn, I remember being young and thinking I was conscious and I knew some shit. Only to get older only to get a little older and be like, bitch, you thought you knew something. Now you really know some shit and still don't know some shit. You get it? If you get it, you get it. I thought I knew some shit only to find out that I barely knew shit. And like even now, I think I know some shit. Oh, but it's so much more God gonna open my eyes to because I'm willing to learn it. You understand me? But what I was saying to say that is like in my 20s, I wouldn't have wanted to know what was gonna make me grow, or I wouldn't have asked a person like, I wouldn't have asked them hard questions. The things that I'm saying, this hard conversation, I wouldn't have asked the things that initiate a hard conversation. I wouldn't have, I was always very intellectual. I always can hold a conversation. I always been smart. You know what I'm saying? Or like tuned in even when I wasn't all the way tuned in. I always knew some shit more than the average. You know what I'm saying? But I just was too into pleasing and wanting to be there for everybody and show up for everybody and all of these things. So I didn't even really care for myself. Basically, I didn't put me first. But with that being said, it's just like at the end of the day, I didn't initiate things that would make it hard because I always wanted to be the giver and helping people and always wanted to be the good thing that people saw and the good. One thing I'm going to tell you, it ain't that much damn good in the world. You got to pick yourself. You have to have hard conversations. You have to see where a person holds you at. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to hold people accountable for their fucking actions from the beginning. You can't wait. You can't not hold people accountable for their actions for 8 years and then a year later, it's 9 years. You ain't asked or made them feel accountable and now you want them to be accountable. I ain't saying that you can do that because that's your right. But what I'm saying is you can't expect them to take it well that you changed up because they're not going to take it well. You're going to lose people because they don't understand these boundaries that came from out of nowhere, these wanting to hold them accountable for their actions. They're going to be like, where this shit come from? You ain't been doing this. And not to say you wrong. You're not wrong. I don't give a damn when you wake up and start feeling like people need to be accountable for their actions or holding space for people actions and all of them things. They're like making people be accountable for how they treat you. Paying attention to people that love bomb you and gaslight you. Whenever you wake up from that shit, that's your right to wake up from that shit, whenever it is. And you got the right to tell somebody, like, oh, listen, if you ain't abiding by this, I'm cool. And it's whatever with them. But what I'm saying is not to say that their actions are valid. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, anybody you've been dealing with that you allowed them to like run all over you kinda or like just get away with shit for so long and then one day you just wake up and you're like, yeah, bitch, no, this ain't gonna happen. Don't expect for y'all to be friends. After you wake up and you have your awakening to who these people are and how they showed up in your life, don't expect for y'all to 9 times out of 10 be friends after. It's probably like 1% of people that you will have as your friend after you have an awakening and realize that you've been over giving and over pouring into people's cup and you've been people pleasing and you've been putting yourself on the back burner. Don't expect for them friends that you've been pouring into too much to still be your friends after, because everybody have a test too. You think that them nudges that you get in your intuition about not feeling like people is right in your energy or being like, damn, man, something don't feel right about this friendship no more. Like, I don't know why she been rubbing me the wrong way for the last couple of days. Like, at the end of the day, them nudges and them little things in your intuition, like, telling you, bitch, wake up and pay attention. It's not for nothing. It's because something ain't right. That's the God in you. That's the God awakening telling you, baby, I've been dinging this bell in here for so long and you not listening. I'm trying to tell you who these people are. They already showed you. I don't know why you asking again who they is. They showed you. When people tell you and show you who they are, listen. You get the information straight from the damn horse's mouth. You get the action straight from the horse. You gotta have them hard conversations at the beginning. It's very seldom that you will have an awakening and the people that you was around when you awakening will still be afraid, because 9 times out of 10 their agenda was never secure from the beginning. You might have one friend who understands the assignment and like, okay, we can heal together, we can grow together. But majority of the motherfuckers, they don't want to grow, they don't want to heal. This is why it's an awakening for you to what you surrounding yourself around. I feel like it's a wake-up call, like where God is asking you, you see what you surrounded around? Do you want this for the rest of your life? Or would you like to see how good it can get? But you got to make a choice. Is you going to choose these circles, these people, these material things, this, that, or is you going to choose yourself? And when you got to choose yourself, you be set apart. You're not going to be with the people. You're not going to be hanging out in the crew. Everybody not going to fuck with you. Motherfuckers ain't going to like you no more. You know why? Because you're not going to go for a lot of shit that you would have went for when you was with the crew. I promise you. Like me right now, I can't make this shit up. Y'all want to hear authentic? Y'all want to hear the truth? The truth is I'm set a fucking apart right now. Like literally. And at first I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong? But then I had to think, I'm not doing shit wrong. That's why I'm set apart. I'm doing the right thing. Because I'm not with the crews. I'm not hanging with everybody. I'm not doing everything. Why? Because I'm in a season of rebuilding. That's what it is. Rebuilding my whole fucking life from the ground up. Every friend, everything that I had to cut it all off. I had to cut it all out. Like, this is not a game. This is not a test. I had to walk away from a lot of people, places, and things to get this healing, to awakening within myself. Because you should not feel like your relationships make you feel like you in some type of competitive competition. I'm not in competition with man, living, breathing soul on this earth. I promise you I'm not. The only competition I'm in is healing and growing and creating this beautiful version of myself and walking away from that old despair, desperate, hurting, overgiving, watering, overpouring, people pleasing, walking away from that old version of me that gave to everybody but myself and growing into this version that I gotta choose me first, period, over whoever. And this is the energy. I'm a mother of 5 kids and I love them to death. But if I don't make sure I'm aligned and healed and in a good space, how can I show up for my kids healthy? I ain't talking about show up for them and just show up. I want to show up in a healthy light and energy. I want to break generational curses. I don't want my kids to make the same patterns and go out here and be people pleasers and overpour and overgive. You know what I'm saying? And they might have little, everybody gonna have their own life trials and tribulations. But the thing is, the more you learn, the more knowledge you get, the more you know, and the more you can give to your kids, like sensible knowledge, wisdom that they can use from, time to come. It might be that they don't have to make certain mistakes. Sometimes that's the whole reason that God uses us all as vessels, because we supposed to give these words that God give to us to others, so you can sometimes alleviate some of that mistake, alleviate some of that wasted time. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I want to pour into my kids so much that some things they might be able to skip over because they already understand the lesson. So it's like, if you know the lesson and you pass it, you don't have to retake it. It's like passing 12th grade and going back and having to do it again just because. No, if I passed already, I passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, this don't just be about us. It's about the people that come after you. That's why these hard conversations and these hard things is necessary. So that when you learn these, I'm going to say techniques, but it's just, that ain't the word I really want to use. When you just learn from these trials, tribulations, and battles that you go through, and you break certain generational curses, you can pass that down to your kids so that they're not making them same generational. They're not making them same generational mistakes. At the end of the day, you can give to them so that they can move forward. They might make some mistakes, yeah, new ones, different ones, not the same ones that got everybody in bondage, tied to the devil, tied to people, places, and things that's not serving them. You know what I'm saying? Hard conversations is fucking necessary. And yeah, I went all over the board with it because that's just how I get with me. But the bottom line is, when I say hard conversations, ask questions that people probably really don't want to hear, but it's going to show you where they stand. And then you can ask yourself, do I want to keep pouring into a person that I feel like don't have the same values as me, the same goals as me? I ain't saying that a person got to have the same exact goals and things that you want to do and do it too. No, I'm saying you want to be around people that's goal oriented. You want to be around people that want to grow, that want to evolve, that want to heal, like-minded people that's on the same train as you, trying to become their highest self. You don't want to pour into people, places, and things that don't want the same thing as you. That's just like, for example, if I ask, let's say I meet somebody and we talking, and I ask them a hard question like, I want to think of something that's like that it makes somebody uncomfortable to answer, like something like, when you in a relationship, do you feel like you and that person should grow together, or do you feel like y'all should grow separate? You see what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, and to somebody that might not be a hard question, but it is kind of, because you got to ask yourself. Like, some people some people wouldn't even understand that. Do we grow together or grow apart? At the end of the day, if we grow apart, that's going to set us apart. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I'm trying to tell you what's hard about it. Because some people going to say, well, I feel like you can grow one way and I can grow one way. And no. In a relationship that's healthy, y'all going to grow together. Like, if this is a healthy connection, be it a friendship or a relationship, y'all gonna be willing to grow together. Meaning that I can awaken you to certain things and you can awaken me to certain things, and we can grow together and not be in competition feeling like, oh, she thinks she know more than me, or oh, she thinks she better than me because she understand this and understand that. No, I don't want that. If a person say, well, I mean, you can grow one way and I can grow another way, you're right. But I'm going to take that in as like, okay, you probably won't do well growing within a situation. You probably a person that don't need to be in a situation to grow. You got to grow on your own, which is okay. But it might not be good for me, per se. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be tied to a relationship like that. Not saying that like everybody got to do everything with me. What I'm saying is I need environments where we can grow, where we can evolve, where we can take accountability, where we can have constructive criticism, and we not trying to bite each other necks off because you told me something that's going to save my life. I don't want it. I ain't saying that everybody had to do everything together, because no, if you listening from the beginning, I already told you the path start with you. You need some time to yourself to discover who you are, what you like, what you want to do, aside from everybody else's input. The only way you can learn that is spending time by yourself. If you with somebody all the day, every day, on the day, how do you even know what you like? You don't. Because you affected by all the people, places, and things around you, clouding your judgment. You might think you really like this shit, but you don't. You know how much shit that I found out I didn't even like when I released everybody and I went into hermit mode and I kicked it with myself and I really start discovering who I am at the core. I'm like, damn, I never knew I ain't like this, I ain't like that, I ain't want that, I ain't want this, that. Then I start discovering things that I've always been interested in and ain't even know. I start finding out I like art, I like this, I like that, I want to go be into this and be into that. You feel me? And that's fair because I discovered who I am at the core. Now I can date myself. I don't need a crowd. I'm proud of myself. I just want to give me some self-love, okay? I'm going to show you how to love yourself on this channel. You got to hug yourself. You got to pat yourself on the back. You got to love yourself. You got to hype yourself up. They talking about hype your bestie up. Hype yourself up. Hype me up. I'm going to hype me up. What she say? My song. Hype me up. I hype me up. I hype me up. I don't need nobody to hype me up. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Because when I get the right friends and the right people, places, and things in my environment, we will hype each other up at a genuine level. You get what I'm saying? I need genuine people around me hyping me up. Not people who wear masks. Not people who on the surface, they hype you up and they act as if they love you, but secretly they in competition with you. Secretly they feel a type of way about you because how you show up, because of your energy, because the way people interact with you, the way you go places and people are attracted to your energy. People hate you for that. You understand me? You be wondering like, why the fuck these people hate me? These people, it ain't even about all of the things, but I'm just gonna give you some examples. A person can dress better than you, have more money than you, drive a better car than you, have a nicer home than you, look better than you, body better than you, all of these things. And sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. And they still hate you. How do you have space to hate me when it looked like to me your life was going fucking grand? But you somewhere in the cut hating me. Why? Because I love myself. Because my energy. Because my aura. Excuse me. The way I show up for myself. The way people cling to me. And you hate me for that. Because you don't love yourself. Because you don't know who you is. Because you choose to let material things fulfill you. So you don't understand what the fuck is your purpose in the first fucking place. If you think for 1 second that your purpose is to make money, get fly, go to the club, have all these nice material things, and then just die, I feel for you. I'm just gonna say that. I'm sorry, baby, but I feel for you. Because it's bigger than you. Do you know that your life changes affect people, places, and things that's around you? When you choose yourself and your energy, you're breaking generational curses. You awakening other people. You're showing people you can do it too. You can choose you. You don't have to be stuck to that old programming that they came up on, that they made you believe was it. That's old programming. It ain't working no more, grandma. You got to change it up. At the end of the day, one thing that I just feel like was never installed as a kid. I can't say I can't say what was installed in other people's homes. But for me as a kid, I never remember somebody telling me, love yourself. Choose yourself. You should feel like this about yourself. You should feel like that about yourself. How can somebody teach you that when they don't love themselves? I'm just being honest. This is the real thing because nobody showed them. At the end of the day, when you was young, you was always being told, that's your motherfucking cousin. That's your brother. I don't give a damn. You pick them over everybody. I don't care what your family do. You stick with your family. You do not leave your family. You stay with your family. Fuck that. That's a bullshit. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, pure bullshit. Because everybody can get it for me. I don't give a fuck. Mama, sister, cousin, brother, daddy, uncle, kids, whoever. If you don't treat me respectfully, if you don't show up for me accordingly, like I do for you, if you do not reciprocate the energy that I give to you, I will release you. I will cut you. Cut the cord. I don't give a damn. We don't have to speak. And guess what? My feelings will not be hurt. Do you understand me? Let me tell you why. Because I know when I show up for people, I show up authentically. I show up in love. I show up with no hidden agenda, no premeditated energy. It ain't no secrecy. I'm showing up from an authentic place. So if you ain't showing up for me like that, I'm not showing up for you like that. At the end of the day, I'm not about to pour into you and you're not pouring into me. That's not serving me. I gotta let you go. I don't care who you is. They told you all wrong. And this is why generational curses just rolled over from generation to generation to generation to generation till you just got a broken ass generation for decades, centuries. You see what I'm saying? Because that one little thing that they forgot to tell you is the reason why this whole lineage look like this. Love you first. Discover you first. You feel what I'm saying? They telling you to love everything outside of you. They telling you to pick money before yourself. Pick material things before yourself. Pick cars and clothes and men and everything before yourself. Fuck yourself. Just take all of these things. They'll make you feel good. Look around the world. Where did that get these people? No fucking where. All the people that's materialistic, is they happy? If you motherfuckers say yeah, you cuckoo for Cocoa fucking Puffs. Let me tell you something. Because all of these billion and gazillion and billionaire, them motherfuckers ain't happy. They're not. They're financially stable. And that's about it. Is they happy spending that money? Barely. Do them materialistic things fulfill them? No. They somewhere wishing they could be a regular motherfucker like you just to have a little bit of love. A little bit of real love. An authentic conversation. An authentic person. Shit, hell, all the people around you, you can't tell if these motherfuckers love you or not because they're going to act like they love you because you have something that benefit them. Like, literally. Like, if I was broke, would you love me the same? If I ain't had nothing to offer you? If I ain't had nothing to offer you? Sorry, y'all. If I ain't had nothing to offer you, would you love me the same? Is what I want to know. And that's why when you love yourself first and then you connect to people, it's a lot of shit you just not gonna go for because you love you too much to settle, to allow certain people, places, and things to do things to you, to offer you shit that you is not willing to take. But if you jumping into relationships and you don't love yourself and you don't understand what it means to love yourself, you're gonna go for anything. Why? Because you're codependent. You have abandonment wounds. You will take the breadcrumbs because you feel like shit. I ain't really never had shit anyway. So shit, why not? Why would I not take these little breadcrumbs when I could have had nothing? Guess what? Give me nothing. Fuck them breadcrumbs. I sit right here and figure out I don't know. Oh, that was the thing. I'm like, is this something right on my lip? But fuck them breadcrumbs. I sit with myself in the dark. You hear me? And I had to get that type of attitude. Fuck them breadcrumbs too. Breadcrumb who? Oh, no. Big mama ain't going for that no more, baby. Baby cakes. Because I'm okay with sitting by myself. In the light, in the dark, well, hey, wherever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can't thank God enough. And he know that. Every day I got to talk to God. I ain't even going to say once a day. That'd be a lie. I talk to him all day long. I don't care. Walking down the street, in my room, wherever. People like, this bitch crazy. She's talking to her. Think what you want. I'm talking to people that mean something to me. I'm talking to beings that mean something to me. The Most High God, he hears me when I speak. He's listening. We in constant conversation. My ancestors and archangels and spirit guides that guide me. I talk to them because I don't know where I'd be without them. Literally, I'm more spiritual. If you a Christian, that's okay. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging your religion. That don't mean that you can't take advice from me. I'm okay with you having whatever religion you have. That's your business. At the end of the day, I stand tall on what I believe in. I stand 10 toes on what I believe in. And that's my prerogative. You hear me? And I'm not changing it for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And this is the energy I'm in. Just picking me and everything that serves me over anything and anybody. And I mean, if you don't like it, hey, you know what to do. There's the door. What they say, don't let the doorknob hit you with the good Lord split you. You feel me? Because that's what it is. At the end of the day, and this is what it look like to love yourself. Choosing you. No matter what that look like to somebody else. At the end of the day. That's not my job to make you feel comforted with my decision. You need to figure that out. But I know when it comes down to me, it's me. I'm gonna pick me. And I had to do that. I had to lose friends. I had to lose environments. I had to lose a lot. And guess what? I said the wrong word. I had to let go of these things. I didn't lose shit because it wasn't never mine in the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, first of all, people ain't yours. And that's a problem. That people want to, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's your friends, it's whatever. You just got to look at life like, God, I'm thankful for each experience. Don't hold on to nothing too tight. Don't be a hoarder for people, places, things, energies, and none of that. You have to have this sense of like, I'm thankful to be encountered with whatever it is. Whatever encounter it is, be it a person, a place, a thing, whatever. I'm thankful for these experiences. I'm thankful for the experience, but I'm not holding on to it. It ain't mine to hold on to. I'm just thankful for the experience. And, you know, if it stay around forever, I'll be ecstatic and blessed and happy. And if it's just a moment that I get this experience, I'm thankful that I was even chosen for the experience. And that's how you got to start looking at life. Like, because nothing is yours to hold forever. It's not. Life is about experiences. You're not going to, certain things is not going to stay in your life forever. Some things are meant to be in your life for a season, a reason, a time frame, and then you got to release it. And you got to be willing. And it's okay. And just be thankful for that experience. Because certain things you got to let go of to grow into different things. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it come a point where you got to learn the art of detachment. Because, hold on. So, I got to go. What else? Sorry, I had to blow my little nose. It was just doing whatever it was doing. But and then this little nose ring driving me crazy. But yeah, it's just like you gotta learn the art of detaching. It's okay to detach from certain things when it's not serving your highest good no more. And just be appreciative of all your experiences because all of your experiences grow you. They enlighten you. They awaken you. And that's why God take us through different seasons so that we can grow and evolve and learn. And that's when, and that's for real, I feel like when God figure out what vessel he can use or not. Because he take you through these trials and these tribulations, and the way that you come out reacting from your trials and tribulations is what let God know, like, this vessel could be used to help others. Because some people grow and evolve, and some people just don't, y'all. Like, literally, they just don't. And it's not because God chose, they chose. You got free will. That's one thing that God gave you. This is the blueprint. This how you can do it. This how you get it done. But the bottom line, you choose which way you go, which way you get it done, which way you do it. You feel me? Everything can't be on God. Like literally. You gotta take accountability. Like that's the big word that people don't want to take. Accountability. Take accountability for your own actions. You're your own person. Can't nobody force you, make you, push you to do a damn thing. It's all up to you. So I'm already been on here for an hour, and I know long videos, people. But whoever get the message because it was meant for them. But I'm gonna give y'all something. I like to have my little oracle cards. I'm gonna give y'all an affirmation. That's what it is. Let's get a little affirmation. A little affirmation. And let's see what else I can give y'all to go. My well-being card. My vibes. Maybe a sacred message. Okay, let's see. First, we're gonna get a well-being card. These is my universal cards. I feel like it helped you learn universal law. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting over my sinus infection for real. I'm sleeping in with my fan and stuff on. I don't know. Have my nose all stuffy. So it say when you find something unwanted. Wait, do I post her? The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's start with that. Yes, I'm tripping. The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. So whatever you push against hard, like say it's something you don't want, and you pushing so hard against not wanting it, you're attracting it more. So when you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly, and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. So just say for instance, you want abundance. You just want to be an abundant person. You want to have an abundant energy, not just materialistically, just period. You want to feel how it feels to be in that abundant energy. But no, wait, hold on, I can't use that. I think it's more like, say you keep experiencing karmic situations and you don't want to experience them no more. You could just go somewhere, no more karmic situations. And then, like, if that, I'm just giving you an example. If that will work for you, do that. And then don't think about them karmic situations no more. Don't focus on that. Focus on the things you want, like being abundant. That's what I was trying to say. So, like, say if you want the energy abundance, practice being abundant. Literally, abundance is an energy. It's not. It's not. Money is a tool, but money is also a tool that's energetic. So you have to feel abundant within yourself before you touch abundance. You hear me? The material abundance, because the true abundance is spiritual abundance, overall. But money speaking, if you want to feel that abundance, you gotta cultivate the energy. So don't focus on the karmic situations that you don't want to experience. You gotta let them be wherever they at. You gotta be focused, like saying affirmations to yourself, making a good relationship with money and whatever the things you trying to manifest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in love with money, money in love with me. Money flows to me easily. You know what I'm saying? I am abundant. I'm always abundant. I've always been abundant. I'm tapped into the infinite abundance of the universe. You know what I'm saying? I was born abundant. It is my birthright. These are the things that you speak to yourself. Like when you're trying to create that energy of abundance so that it flow and you're not putting no abundance have to circulate. It needs space to circulate. It don't need to be bogged down. I say that. So it say, uh, I'm gonna just start from the beginning. When you find something unwanted, when you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly and then turn your attention to the things you do want. Any attention to anything is a practicing of the vibration that will bring it unto you. So, if you constantly in this like low vibration, no energy, like connected to all them low vibrational things or always thinking about low vibrational things, that's going to connect you to that energy. Guess what? That's going to pull in hella low vibrational things, people, places, and things. You're going to experience a lot more low vibrational things the more you stay in that low vibrational energy. The more your energy rise, the more your experiences rise, and the things you surround yourself rise. Because at the end of the day, the more you rise, the more you don't want that type of energy. So now you only calling in the things that you do want because your energy calling in. Do you hear when I say your energy, not you, your energy? It's not about what your mouth say, what your body look like on the outside. It's about that frequency that you vibing at. You can, but you can't really manipulate the energy of the vibration because they know. They know. The divine know. They can feel if your vibration is on the level with that thing before they bring it to you. Y'all gotta be vibing at the same energy for it to come in. So yeah, that's the energy for us. My little well-being cards. I like these cards because a lot of people probably don't understand them, but when you understand the law of attraction, you'll understand them. I'm gonna give you a high vibration card, and then a sacred soul message, and then I'll give you an affirmation, and I'm gonna get up out of here. 111, like 11. Ooh, really 11. Holy Spirit, what do my divine love? I don't even care if this ain't my Mystic Messenger page where I do my readings at. I'm still gonna call y'all my divine loves because I just like it. Divine loves. It just sounds so lovingly divine. But anyway, see this from a higher perspective. Anything. See everything from a higher perspective. When something happens, don't say, why is this happening to me? Ask, why is this happening for me? Because it's happening for you. Anything that happened is for you, not against you. It could be to grow you. It could be to evolve you. It could be to awaken you to something. So when something happened, don't say, why is this happening to me? Say, God, what do you need me to learn from this? What do I need to grow from with this? What in me needs to be awakening or evolving at this time? What do I need to take from this, God? What are you trying to teach me? What do I need to learn? These are the questions you ask when something happens. Now, oh my God, why the fuck is this happening to me? It only happens to me. That type of energy, baby, gonna keep you right down there in them low vibrations, continuing to see things happen to you and not for you. I'm just being honest, okay? So that's what I was trying to tell y'all too. When I was like, I found myself asking questions like that instead of being in that energy of why this happening to me. God, this just happened. I don't know why this happened, but what is it that I need to take in? What am I not learning? What am I not seeing? Do I need to evolve from something? Do I need to release something? Am I not seeing something? Are you awakening me to something? These are the questions when something happened in my life, and I'm not like, oh, this only just happened to me, because I'm far from the only one going through whatever. So let's get a secret message, and we're gonna leave with an affirmation. Ooh, this was a long message, but I don't give a damn. One thing about me, I'm gonna post these long ass messages because the right people, places. I'm always talking about the right people, places. I love saying people, places, and things to everything, y'all. I'm crazy, but the right people at the right time will see these messages, be it now or later. They timeless, so whenever people see it, whoever needed it, it will reach them when it's supposed to, right at the moment. So, sacred message. Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming. This too shall pass. Your future is bright. So wherever you at right now in life, be calm and be patient in the dark. Because Just like the dark comes, so does the light. And this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same forever. And no matter how long you go through something, know that it can't last forever. Good or bad. It just can't last forever. Like, just what I mean is forever in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like the present moment. Whatever going on in the present moment, it can't stay like that forever. Good or bad. Everything has to consistently change. So don't get stuck in your head about what you're going through. Just kind of ask yourself, what do you need to learn from what you're going through? It might help you. It might help you adapt to it better. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what affirmation do my divine loves need to hear at this time? Well, ooh, 3 of them. Ooh, this bottom is gonna be full. I ain't gonna lie, because I think people need to hear that. All right, let's see. Ooh, they gave us some long ones today, y'all. That was on our air. Okay, so you are not alone. You are not alone. Do you hear me? If you know, you know. You ain't never been alone. God is within you. How could you fail? You can't. God is walking with you, through you, next to you, behind you, in front of you, above you, beyond, bottom of you. Like, literally. Guess why? Because he within you. He is you. You is him. Hello. You is him, her. Like, flat out. The God conscious is not a gender. So, him, her, however you want to say it. At the end of the day, you are not alone. You have ancestors, archangels, and spirit guides walking with you consistently, paving the way, lighting the way, lighting your path, illuminating your steps. This is the energy. The next affirmation. I trust myself to make myself known and remain strong, safe, and seen in any relationship. Look at God. When I say I love God so immensely, he just know that. I mean, she just know that I love God so immensely. Because this is literally what I was talking about. I trust myself to make myself known and remain strong, safe, and seen in any relationship. In all relationships, you need to feel safe. You need to feel seen. You need to feel heard. And if you don't, you need to release it. But you got free will. If you choose to stay and try to prove yourself to people forever, that's your right. But me being who I am on the path to learning, if I can give you any advice, if you don't feel seen, if you don't feel heard, if you don't feel safe, release them. Release them. I guarantee you, you ain't lost nothing. God will replace double times what you lost. So you think you lost a good friend? You didn't lose anything, because it wasn't yours from the beginning. They didn't pick you. They didn't pick themselves. They didn't pick right. So God showed you who they was, so you can release them, so he can bring in the actual people that you need to help you become your best self, starting with self. First, he gonna take you through a season of yourself before he bring in all of the new things that he want to give to you. He got to put you in a season with yourself, so you can learn yourself, so you can know to choose yourself, so you can understand the difference between being in a relationship where you're not seen, heard, and safe, and being in a relationship where you are seen, heard, and safe. If you don't spend a season by yourself and learn what you need, what loving you looks like, what safety look like for you, how would you know if you safe or seen and heard in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? If you don't even understand what that means, because you ain't sat with yourself enough to understand what are the things you need for you. You know what I'm saying? What are the things you need to feel whole in the situation? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And not even to feel whole in the situation, because you should be whole within yourself. But what I'm saying is, I'm not willing to, dang, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. I'm not willing to sacrifice myself for nobody else. It's not what I'm doing. I'm not acting like a situation is serving me when it's not. I'm not acting like a person showing up for me when they not. Not no more. I'm not doing that. I did that for so many years. A nigga or a female cannot pay me to act like you showing up for me when you're not. You know what I'm saying? I covered up for so many people like that in my life. Oh yeah, that's my dog. They always there for me. In my back of my head, I'm like, nigga, and I'm going through my hardest time. I don't even think to dial their number. And this is the energy that we be in. Standing up for motherfuckers, proving things to motherfuckers, vouching for motherfuckers. Oh, this my dog. They always come through. In your head, you like, if only they knew. I done called them so many times when I was going through shit. They ain't even get an answer. They ain't even call me back the next day to see if I was okay. But a week later, they calling me, asking me, do I got $20? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, do you hear me? We have to stop. We have to stop justifying and justifying and I can't think of the right word what I'm saying that I want to say off the top of my head right now, but we have to stop justifying and lying for people that ain't showing up for you. You gotta be real, be authentic. Cause guess what? Yourself know when you lying to yourself. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to be in the back of my head like, bitch, you know, it's so weird. And I can't help it. I ain't even want to say the thought that I was lying, but my mind wouldn't allow me to bypass that. Like, why you keep lying for these people acting like they showing up for you, but they not? You have to realize when somebody ain't showing up for you, baby. That's the truth. I navigate confusion and doubt by reconnecting with my values and the truth of who I am. Yes, I navigate confusion and doubt by reconnecting with my value, my core values, and the truth of who I am. Who am I? What am I willing to allow? Not confusion, not doubt. And the only time you're confused and doubting things is when you're around people who are confused and doubting things. Honestly, like real. That's why the company you keep is so freaking important, because y'all leak off onto each other. Do you want somebody to leak off onto you? Do you want somebody to leak off onto you in a good way or a bad way? That ain't the right way. That ain't the words that I wanted to use, but that's what's coming to my head right now. Do you want to stay around people leaking off on you in a bad way? No. You would rather be in like-minded groups with people that leak off onto you good things. Ways to grow, ways to heal, ways to invest, ways to create generational wealth, ways to come together, ways to create communities of like-minded, authentic people. I told you I'm a little tongue-tied. I be getting wrapped up. But you want people to leak off them good things, them good qualities. People be so quick to leak off some bad qualities onto you. Give me something good I can work with. Give me something good I can work with. That's all I'm asking. This is the last affirmation, y'all. I harm myself when I try so hard to be good at the cost of my authenticity and mental health. I harm myself when I try so hard to be good at the cost of my authenticity and mental health. This was my overall conversation. You harm yourself when you try to be good to everybody else and you're not showing up with authenticity. And that definitely puts strain, stress, and trauma on your mental health. So you can't be allowing yourself and your mental health to go down under because you're trying to be good to others, depleting yourself because you're trying to show up for another. You gotta show up for you first, Bookie, before you can show up for anybody. Show up for you. Okay? That's literally the energy, my baby. But God love y'all the most, and I love y'all too. Yo, Mystic Messenger. And I hope this resonates with people that need to hear it. And I set an intention that whoever needs this message or could take something from this message, see it whenever God see fit. I love y'all, and I see y'all tomorrow, because I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not playing no games. Tomorrow I'm not playing no games. Period, I ain't playing no games. I'm about to I'm about to hype my bestie up. My channel. This is my bestie. This is my recorded diary. I'm about to hype the path as you up. Y'all about to see me. Y'all about to be seeing me. Shorts everywhere. Videos everywhere. Because the path is you. If you didn't know, now you know. Have a great day, my divine loves.